Uh, Welcome to Nyowani Films. This is part 2. Well, this is my second video, but I'm out here in another park, Johnson Park, and today I wanted to talk about my favorite camera, the Sony Mavica FD85. And why it's my favorite camera? So, FD85, Sony Mavica FD85, released in 1997. And the cool thing about this camera is it's only 1.3 megapixels, so it's also very crazy to me how it's just like 1.3 megapixels. I always feel like that's maybe like a smaller camera, not so much a big one, but of course the sensor is very small. And it's only 100 ISO. So yeah, because I was very confused every time I did night shots. The funny thing is I do have some samples. Of course, I'm in the daytime now. I'm gonna definitely show some photos. But I've been using this camera for a while, and actually I get really surprised that there's a light bar at the top here that allows light to come in. So even if you don't use the LCD backlight, you can still get some good lighting and light up the screen here. This is what the screen looks like. No viewfinder, by the way, so this is pure phone shooting. Actually, this kind of feels like right at home because there's no viewfinder, and if you ever shot on your phone, it's just basically that. So this has that phone feel, but it's also very unique. And it takes floppy disks. So I'm using the Fujifilm floppy disks that I ordered from eBay. About $25. I believe it was only like not $25. I had 25 of these for about $12 or so. So yeah, only 1.44 megabits, which isn't really much now. And I had to get a second battery for this because this pretty much runs out of battery real quick. But overall, if you know what you're doing and you're sufficient enough with your shooting, you can definitely get a lot of shots out of these, especially. Now this is interesting because the quality setting is different. I believe the lowest quality setting is 64 by 380 or something like that. You can get about like 12 shots. And then the highest quality is like 1280 by something. I wish I could do. Actually, I'll turn it on actually real quick, and I'll tell you the resolution. So yeah, the highest resolution is 1280 by 960. That gives you, I'd say roughly like 6 shots per shot. Yeah. 6 shots per floppy disk, so you're only getting 6, which it reminds me of a lot of medium format stuff, where in film where you don't have like a lot of shots per roll, so you would have to and it makes you like really do that whole thing where you have to really think about your shots and everything and how you would actually conduct yourself when you're shooting something. It has another mode which is 1280 still, but this is 3x2, so this is like film size. I looked it up a little bit, research, and it gives you like kind of like a 3x2 aspect ratio. Same thing a little bit with like the way it's conducted with the film. And this is the part which I got it. This is where I have the resolution at. It's still gonna give me like 6 shots. And third resolution is 1024 by 760, and that gives you about I'd say like 5, maybe 4, a lot less than yeah, probably like 4 shots. Or wait, actually it gives you more, actually probably like 7, 8 shots. And then 64 by 480, that gives you like 11, 10, 11, 12, depending on what you record and everything, and it does shoot video, but it'll take up like a whole slot at least, probably like 2 slots of the floppy disk, and it's pretty cool. So I'll probably show you a close-up of the screen and everything when I get done, but that's when I would bring it in-house. But yeah, that's pretty much an overview of it. Now the only thing to do is test out a lot more shots and everything. Take some shots and see what creative things we can come up with this. So yeah, let's take it. Quick thing, I did forget to mention it does have a digital zoom, 6x digital zoom, and yeah, but I think it kind of lied to you, because back then they used to kind of lie about how much zoom the camera really had. So I'll probably demonstrate some of that actually right about now. Alright, so I have to go back and actually get more floppy disks. I forgot to pack them, but good thing the car was not too far. So alright, now we're gonna take a picture of the birch tree. Cool. Okay. We are actually approaching the river part of the park, and I can hear the geese already. Okay. This actually looks pretty cool. Let's do it. I wish I had like another person here though, because I have ideas for these things, but portraits and stuff, but oh well. I think the challenging part about using a old school digital camera that's like 1.3 is I think the lighting is something that you have to kind of definitely pay attention to. Of course, this kind of goes for anything, even modern cameras. But I feel like with old school digital camera, the lighting is something that you definitely have to pay attention to. Especially it's limited. I'm only working with 100 ISO, and it does have exposure. You can change the exposure level in the camera, but it's still one of those things that you have to still grasp. And I think this kind of does whip you into shape a little bit. Instead of like relying on it is very much like a film camera. Instead of relying so much on the ISO of this new camera can carry me, and there's nothing wrong with that, it makes things easier, but this is like a new challenge on you to try and get the best out of what you can, and it's interesting. And it's almost like you kind of have to adjust yourself a lot more now, like, alright, this lighting is going to be a lot flatter, but if I move this angle, it's going to be a lot more gentler or a lot more harsher, or it's going to be a lot more pleasing. I try to get a lot more pleasing, so I'm going to take one more shot of the river here, because the sun is right here directly on it, so it's glistening. So I'm going to see how this works out for this camera. I think oh man, I think the next challenge for me, I thought about it, was to do something called just to like, well, I'm not saying something called, but to actually shoot with this for like a year. And I've been off and on this whole year because I've just been using my Canon XS, and that's actually provided a lot more high quality. Obviously, I feel like I'm a sticker for high quality, but it's one of those things where it's like, you just gotta let it go. You know what I mean? Challenge yourself. 100 ISO is all you're working with. I'm sure it's doable. It's doable. It's like shooting with film camera, And I mean, I have like the screen and everything, but it's like, it's a weird bridge between that. So, alright, so the challenge is to shoot with the FD Mavica for like a whole year. And I guess it's starting now, really, right? Just a whole year. I'm not gonna touch my Canon. Just straight up, I'm gonna upload all the photos I upload straight out from that camera. So starting today is December 23rd, 2020. I'm doing the old school digital camera challenge of shooting with just straight up the Sony Mavica. And I do have another camera. What do I have? It's an Olympus. It's a 5 megapixel camera. And I guess I could do that too, right? But I just figured, just the Sony Mavica for now. And any other old school digital camera, I'll just do that, For video purposes, I'll probably, I don't know. I'll formulate a lot of these challenges later, but that's the basis of what the challenge I wanted to do. And if anybody wants to participate in that, find your old school digital camera and shoot with that, just to see like how long for like a whole year, just to see what happens. So let's go. Hey, I think that about does it today. I'm gonna wrap this up and just show you guys at home on a more level that's a bit homey. But I guess it's pretty short. One thing I have to work on is kind of making trying to find the depth in my videos a little bit more, constructing. I feel like maybe that's why I need to like work on making the plan a lot better for constructing videos. But I have the idea, but I don't have the structure for the idea. So next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace, love. This is Nyowani, and this is In Living God, signing out.